there's in this league, there's always a couple plays that you want back, and that's the margin of the game. And it was a close game, obviously, but in the end, I just didn't get it done, and it hurt to watch and sucks. But got to move forward.
Dion talked about how you just sort of bounced back this week, especially today and yesterday, getting back in the building and watching film. Maybe how do you use post-Texas when you guys went to South Carolina as sort of an example?
Yeah, it just shows up that we've already done it. We've already had a little disappointment, and we've been able to come back and dominate. So just get right back to it. We got a game on Saturday if we're ready or not, so we got to be ready.
You talked about your eyes and maybe not seeing the field as well as you maybe should be. Is that a confidence thing? Does that the thumb play into that at all?
No, I don't think any of it plays into it. I think in this offense, you got to be real disciplined to where your eyes go and what you see, and it's pretty simple. It's just more simple offense than a lot of that's around college football, and so I need to just get it done. Be more disciplined to my reads and my eyes. Sorry.
Before the injury, though, you read games so well.
Mm-hmm.
Since the injury, it's been a little more of a problem because you brought it up that you're not seeing the field as well. Is that because the injury, you're afraid you can't make that throw, or is it just you just didn't see it?
I don't think any. It's definitely not my thumb. I'll tell you that, and I'll stand by that. My thumb is perfectly fine. I think there's just ups and downs of the flows of the game, and I'm a human. I'm not perfect, so there's good times, there's bad times, and not to say it's bad. I don't really think it's that bad. Like, I'm not seeing the field. It's not like crucial. It's okay. I think it's not just like I don't know what I'm looking at. So I don't want to put that perspective out there. I'm still confident in what I'm looking at, and there's just a couple that I missed, and that happens. It just happened to be at bad times. That's all it was.
On one hand, 4 really good opponents remaining, but on the other hand, that's an opportunity for you guys to kind of establish yourself back into the conversation. What excites you about that?
Just there's an opportunity. I think that's all you can dream for as a man and as a football player. Just the opportunity to bounce back and to play. I mean, even with the loss, like it's fun to play football. It's fun to be in the stand or be with the fans in this atmosphere. It's still fun. And I reminded myself of that yesterday. Like it's still fun. And it's still a great opportunity. I'm blessed to be here. So.
John, is there anything that Ben or you and the room can do together as a whole to maybe make it easier for you to see the field in critical moments like that?
I mean, I think they do a great job, and they coach me through it, and we've had conversations yesterday, today, and Saturday, and about all of us moving forward together. I'm obviously not gonna point a finger. It's definitely not his fault. I think he called a good game, and I think he put us in good situations, and the players I didn't execute, so it makes everybody look bad, and that's all it is.
On the positive side, John, the 2 straight weeks you've had a tailback breakout for a big game. Is that a sign that the running game might be coming into fruition?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they're working real hard up front. It starts with the O-line, and they're focusing on straining. They've had 2 great weeks of practice, so we're going to keep that going. And then the running backs are running super hard, and they're taking their opportunities, and real proud of those guys.
John, Xavier Robinson specifically, I mean, brilliant game. How significant do you think it is to have him playing so well into the future?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. Having 2 running backs that can do it, and then we got more, and it just opens the game up, and you never know where you're going to get hit from, and proud of him. He's been sticking it out and working really hard, so it's good to see his moment.
John, I'm sure you had critics at Washington State at times and stuff, but at Oklahoma, I'm sure it's a different level of noise that sometimes you maybe hear or don't hear, but have you learned anything about yourself and kind of blocking out that noise or taking on that criticism?
Yeah, I mean, you learn something about yourself every season, and I think that's something I've learned. Last year wasn't perfect, and this year it hasn't been perfect, and that's football, and that's okay. But I'm still 21 years old. I'm learning myself as a man and as a Christian, and so yeah, I've learned a lot, and it's okay. I think the noise, I've done a good job blocking it out, and that's not what bothers me. It's the product on the field, and what everybody say.
John, you walked in last week with 2 freshman offensive tackles starting on both sides. Just talk about their performance and how they held up against a physical defense.
Yeah, I thought they did really well. I'm really proud of those 2, and they stepped up. They jump right in. They're not scared of nothing, and I think that's the biggest thing. They're confident, and everybody's gonna make mistakes, but I thought they both played a really good game.
John, we asked the defensive guys this, but coming off this loss, you still, if you could play great on Saturday, you still have things to play for. So how did you guys approach today, and offensively, how are you guys approaching the thing today and getting ready for Tennessee?
Yeah, I say the same way we always have. Maybe just a little more intense. You know, it's we know how to practice. We're not a bad practice team. I'll tell you that. We practice hard, so we're going to be ready to go.
John, it feels like the QB run game last few weeks has been bottled up a little bit more than maybe it was early in this season. Does that aspect of the offense feel any different to you, or do you think that's just a result of defenses making plays?
Yeah, I mean, obviously played a lot of good defenses, and I don't know if they key that or not, you know, but they've done a good job stopping it, and it's still there, and I got to make some better reads sometimes, and yeah, I think it's still there.
How much are you looking forward to playing in a stadium like Neyland and a crowd like that? Have you ever played in front of a crowd that big?
No, I haven't, you know, but it's going to be awesome. You know, they're going to be in their cool jerseys, and I'll admit they're pretty cool jerseys, and then it's night game, and I mean, this is every kid dreams about, playing in this game on this date, you know, like it's awesome.
What are some of the challenges of playing in a place that's going to be extremely loud, like it will be on Saturday?
I think just keeping your poise, you know, knowing that it's still the game. You got to play to the game. You can't get all caught up in how loud it is and, you know, momentum swings because of the crowd. It's still football. It's 1st and 10, 11 on 11.
How about making calls, though, and that kind of noise?
Yeah, you just got to go up to each lineman and really be clear and make sure everybody knows. And it's not a challenge, you know, but it'll be fun.
Speak to the importance of just starting fast because, you know, for instance, you rewind a couple weeks to South Carolina, you guys go right down the field and score to open up the game. At that point, it felt like the crowd was out of it a little bit more than they were at the very outset.
I think it's always important to start fast, home game, away game, anything. Just getting on the board first and showing that you're here to play is huge. And so that's something we strive for every week.
There were a couple drives in the game on Saturday where you guys lost some momentum. You guys go into halftime 3 and out, and then you come back out and you go 3 and out again. Are you guys working on anything in practice in particular to resolve those quick 3 and out drives?
I think just knowing that early down success is super important. You know, being efficient and getting yourself in good third downs if you get to third down, and not like third and long is dangerous at any level. You know, and that's what we got ourselves into, and it's not a good place to be. So, but yeah, just being more efficient.